Hello student, today I am going to discuss October November 2019 paper 3 spreadsheet part. So this is your question paper. Make it big so it will be visible properly. So I made a duplicate copy of my data file in my desktop. Let me start. Task 1 evidence document. So open N19 evidence.rtf. So let me open that one from my data file. Normally after opening your evidence document, you need to save it like Word document. It will be given in RTF format, so you have to save it like a Word document. So first save it like a Word document by giving your header and footer. So what they're asking in the question paper, let's check. Enter your name, center number, candidate number, so that they will appear on every page of this document. So you can give in header also, footer also. Let's give it in header. So click on header and give it in the second position. Choose the second one, write down your name. So I'm writing my name, then center number. If you're a boy, then you have to write down SA139. If you're girls, you have to write down SX139. And candidate number, by default I'm giving one candidate number. It's a little bit big. Okay, this is my header. Now what they're asking to do, save this word processor document in your work area with the file name N19 evidence followed by your candidate number, for example this one. Okay, so first what you have to do, first we have to save it as a Word document. So click on file menu, then save as in the same folder, that is 03, and it should be with your candidate number 1 2 3 4, and it should be Word document, not rich text format. Save. Now minimize this one. Now let's see the next part of the question. What they're asking, you are going to prepare an invoice using a spreadsheet for super disk cells. The company makes and sells storage devices. All prices are in euro, with which must be displayed to 2 decimal place. Open and examine the file invoice.csv and ssd.csv in a spreadsheet package. So at last what you have to do, that you have to give it euro sign and 2 decimal place in currency value. First let me open invoice and SSD. Invoice, press Ctrl button, then SSD. Select both of them together and press enter. Now you'll check both of them are open. Now next part of this question, using the file invoice. So this is your main file. So what you have to do, you have to save it as a Excel workbook. So they will ask you at last, but I'm saving it now. So invoice, file, save as the desktop. Suppose I'm writing giving some name III, and it should be Excel workbook. Save. Now check all the data should be visible properly. Make it little bit big so it should be visible to you. Now next part of this question, what they're asking, merge A1 to G1, merge cell A9 to G9. Format both merge cell to have white center align 36 points sans serif font on a black background. Okay, so both of them will be A1 to G1, right? A1 to G1 and A9 to G9. So first select A1 to G1, press Ctrl button, then select A9 to G9, and then merge cell, merge and center, then right click, format cell, font, it should be 36 point, font color should be white, background color should be black, and font will be sans serif. So any kind of font without line, that means Arial or Calibri body, both are sans serif. Okay, so it will be look like this. Now check the next question, what they're asking to do, format the board, the merge cell we have done, format the top of the spreadsheet is look like this. Now if you check properly, something you have to do like this. So this H column, first what you will do, the row number 2 will be small. You can column number H also. Row number 2, it should be like this. Column H also, it should be like this. And next, this one is okay, but this one should be this one is okay. Let me check the question paper. Yeah, this one is okay, but discount rate should be in percentage format. So what you will do, you will block these things, right click here, format cell, number, you have to click percentage and 0 decimal place, because there is no decimal place. Now check your question paper, it's look like this: 0%, 5%, 10%, 20%. Right, done. Now next part, this line 10 will be like half of the 10, row number 10 will be visible, and this one should be in two line, product ID, another thing. Now see, it is in one line. So what you will do, make first 10 small like this, and this one should be big, and select up to this part, then word text. Then what you have to do, you have to select middle align, this one, and center align, and make this one little bit small. Product ID, it is in the center align. Then next part of this question, number of item will be in two line, unit price also two line. So number of item, for number of item you have to make it small. Number of will be in the second line, number of item, right? Done. Now next part, make model capacity, unit price will be in two line, unit price will be two line. So what you will do, make it small, more small, so unit price in the two line. Now check the next one, price, and everything should be bold. So block whole thing, make it bold. Now make it small, number of item, product code, capacity will be little bit big. Okay, done. Now it is look like my question paper, right? Yes, done. Now next part of this question, at the bottom of the spreadsheet, format only the cell which contain text to be bold and look like this: total item. So down part of the spreadsheet, total item, so it should be, make it big, row number, then according to question paper, see which one is two line, total item is two line, and price before discount, it will be two line also. So make it bold first, then wrap text, then middle align, then center align. Okay, now it should be a little bit big, price before discount. Okay, now check your question paper. So it is look like that. Even discount rate also, right? Discount rate also two line, and this one discount in one line, middle, and total also middle. Only discount rate will be two line. So what you will do, you block this one, wrap text, then middle, center, even bold, then make it a little bit big. It should be two lines, so make this one small, make it big. Okay, this total will be middle and center, even it is bold. Done. Now it is look like exactly your question paper. Now save this spreadsheet with the file name. I already saved it like III. Place in the text invoice date followed by your automated date, left align in the header. So invoice date we have to write, and automated date, left align in the header. So what I have to do, go to insert, then header, left align in the header. I have to write this one, invoice date and current date, this one. Now next one, place in the, your name, center number, candidate number, right align in the footer. So click go to footer, so right align in the footer. What you have to do, your name, center number, and candidate number, right align in the footer. Your name, it should be your name, center number SA139 if you're boys, and candidate number 1234, right align in the footer. Done. Now click inside, it will be look like this. Now next one, Place a function in C12 to F15 to look up make, model, capacity and unit price of this item using the product code for the lookup value and the external file ssd.csv for the array. So you need to read this full question properly first. So you have to collect what? Make, model, capacity and unit price with the help of product code. Okay, now if you see, there is no product code. So for your for writing formula, what you can do, you can collect one product code from here. Okay, suppose I am collecting SSD10. If I write here, then it will be easy to understand that my formula is working properly. We will delete this one at last. SSD all capital and 10. This is the product code. Through this one we are going to search make, model. So what are the things they are asking for in the question paper? We have to find out make, model, capacity and unit price of this item using the product code. So make, model, capacity. So make, model, capacity and unit price. This fourth thing we need to collect. After that, you check one question is given in this question paper. For making it little bit tricky, make sure that if no data is entered in the product code column, then nothing is displayed. You understood? That means if there is no data in the product code, this one does not consist any data, that time it will show you nothing in under make. If some data is there, that time it will show you, based on that data it will show you the value. Okay, so that means if something is empty in product code, then the formula will not work. Okay, you have to mention that way. Okay, so that means they gave some condition. So using here we need to find we need to collect the data. The first part we need to collect the data using Vlookup. But question is that if product code is not there, that time it will show you error. If you write Vlookup, if product code is not there, that time it will show you error. But they mention in the question paper, if something is not written in the product code, that time it will not show you any error. Okay, replicate this function. So for that we need to use if function with Vlookup with if function. So let me make it big. So you have to write down like this way, equal to, you know the syntax of if function, right? Since syntax of if function means if condition, true statement, false statement. So you have to write down equal to if first bracket, if which one? A12 not equal to, this is not equal to sign, empty. If it is not empty, that time comma, it will use Vlookup. And what is my lookup value? Lookup value will be this one, and table array, next part will be table array. Table array will be for make, right? We have to collect up to this, we have to select the data up to this without the heading, right? Check, I did not select the heading. Then comma, and the make is belongs to which column? 4, and comma 0. Okay, so I wrote it like this way. So our formula is not over. So if A12 does not consist, not equal to empty, if A12 is not equal to empty, empty means that invited comma start, invited comma close. I mentioned that space is a empty, not equal to empty, then it will work with this formula. Otherwise what you have to do, it will work, it will show you the empty thing. Now close the bracket, press enter. Now see, your data is coming, scan disk, make. Now if I delete the data, it will not show you any error. Understood? But if I delete, now if you see, if I delete this part, if I want to keep only Vlookup, what will happen? It will show you, you have to give equal sign here, it will show you error, right? Because no data is here. But if I write down SSD 10, then it will show you data. But your question was that you have to write the formula in that way. If something is not in product code, that SSD 10 is not there, that time it will not show you data. But if it is not there, it is showing, it will not show you error. But if it is not there, it is showing error. For omitting the error, what you have to do, what I did, so before VLOOKUP I wrote a if function. Earlier time, if A12 is not equal to empty, comma, then VLOOKUP, the true statement will be this one. Otherwise, if it is empty, it will show you empty space, close the bracket. So how I represented the empty space? By giving inverted comma, start inverted comma, close inverted comma, right? Done. Okay, now same process, you have to write down which formula for model, capacity and unit price. The same way, write down the model one equal to if first bracket A12 not equal to empty, comma, VLOOKUP first bracket lookup value will be this one, and table array will be the model one and comma 0 comma 5 comma 0 close the bracket, and comma invert comma start invert comma close the bracket. Done. Extreme Pro, so model will be Extreme Pro. Now check your that whether it is giving correct result or not. Now check S10 model is Extreme Pro. See, S10 model is Extreme Pro, right? So it is giving us correct result, so that means our formula is correct. Now after model what I have to find out? Make model, capacity and unit price. Now you have to find out capacity. Same process, equal to if first bracket A12 less than not equal to empty, then comma VLOOKUP first bracket A12 comma. Now we have to find out capacity. For capacity, where you have to go? This one. And where is the capacity? The third column consists the capacity, so you have to select all the data up to third column, and your column index will be 3 comma 3, range lookup will be 0, close the bracket, comma inverted comma close inverted comma start. Now it will show you the capacity. Then unit price you have to find out. Same process, equal to if first bracket, so if A12 not equal to empty, comma VLOOKUP first bracket lookup value will be A12, then table array for unit price, right? Table array will be unit price is the second column, so you have to select up to second column. And then column index will be 2, range lookup will be 0, close the bracket, comma invert comma start invert comma close the bracket, enter. Done. So this question paper is a little bit big. Now replicate this function in row 13 to 23. So you have to write you have to apply each and every function up to 23. This one, it is not showing any data because there is no product code. This little bit critical question. Okay, now if you check 23, some formula is visible, right? The formula is there, but due to product code, it is not showing any value. Now next one, 15 marks for 1, 2, 3, 4 formula. Place in cell G12 formula to multiply the number of item by the unit price. So place in G12 number of item is not given, so give some item like 10 and unit price. So you have to write a formula equal to, why I am giving 10 10 for checking whether it is working or not. So unit price, number of items, so that is B12 equal to B12 into unit price F12. Okay, Okay, if you multiply, that means our answer is correct. If you multiply with 116 into 10, it will come 1160, right? Now next one, make sure that if no data, oh again they ask for this one. If no data is entered in this number of item column, then nothing is displayed in the cell. Replicate the formula for row 13 to 20. That means you have to edit this formula. Before this one, you have to write one if statement like previous formula if. So, but here number of item they're talking about, that means B12 not equal to empty, then it will show you this one. Otherwise, comma, if it is empty, it will show nothing. Okay, now it is showing this one, but if I remove this one, it will show you nothing, no error. Okay, but if I give some value like this one 2, then it will multiply the value. Right? Understood? Okay, next part. Apply the formula 13 to 23. Same process. You have to apply the formula 13 to 23 up to this. Okay, next one. Place in B24 a function to calculate the total number of item order. Total number of item order B24. Here you have to find out the total number of item order. So how to write the function? So how many item is order? So what function you have to write? You have to write sum function. Sum first bracket. What is the first cell address? This is B12 is to B23, right? B23, done. It will come 2 because here is 2. Now our other cell is empty. So now next one, what they said, in place in cell G24 function to calculate the total number of price column. So price column here total price before discount or what in G24. So G24. So you have to find out total price. The same process, equal to sum first bracket. What is the first cell address? This one is to clone. What is the last cell address? G23. Close the bracket, enter. It will show you the same data because nothing is here, other value is not here. Now next one, place in E25 nested if function to display, this is important question. Place in E25 nested if function to display the discount rate percentage referring to the data in column I and J depending upon the total number of item order. Okay, so where it is given total number of item order, just now we calculate a total number of item order. So depending on this total number of item order, we have to check from this data less than, whether it is less than total number of items less than or 10 or not. If it is less than 10, that time it will show you 0% discount. If it is less than the total number of item order less than 20, it will show you 5% discount. If it is less than 50, then it will show you 10% discount. But if it is 50 more than 50 more than that means 50 or more than 50, that time it will show you 20% discount. But here total item is 2, right? We just after inputting some value we got 2. Now where you have to write the formula, that nested if means combination of if statement. E25 here discount rate, so you have to find out the discount rate for total number of items. So it's very easy. First you write down equal to if first bracket, nested if means lot of if function you have to write together. If this cell, this total number of item less than, because here they mention less than first value, that is I3, then what will happen? What will be the discount? Discount will be 0%, that is J3, right? First if statement is over. Now next is if statement, comma if first bracket B24 again less than which one? 20, that time it will be comma J4, comma if B24 less than 50, comma it will show you 10% discount J5, otherwise it will show you J6 comma J6. Close. How many bracket? 1 2 3, yeah, 3 bracket. Enter. 0% discount, right? But if I give like 12, that means it is less than 20 but more than 10, so that time it will show you some other percent discount, 0.05. Clear? I think you understood. Next part of this question, place in the cell G25 formula to calculate the discount amount, which is a discount rate multiplied by the price before discount. G25 here, discount rate multiply by discount rate, which is discount rate multiplied by price before discount. So price before discount, discount rate is this one, so equal to this cell address multiply by price before discount, this one. It will show you this thing, that means discount amount it will show you. So this is your formula, check. Okay, after that what they're asking to do, place in G26 formula, calculate the total, which is price before discount minus discount. That means after discount what will happen. So this is discount and price before discount, so equal to this cell address minus this cell address. It will show you some value like that. Got it? Okay, now next one, apply appropriate formatting in all cell containing numeric value in row 12 to 26. So apply appropriate formatting, that means 12 to 26, the number of item, right? It will be 26, 12 to 26. What you have to do, row number 12 to 26 in numeric values only, not all other cell. So first one 12 to 22, from here I will select and up to this one, basically, because here is no numeric value is here given, so it should be what they're asking for. They mentioned earlier that 2 decimal place and euro sign, but here you cannot give euro sign, you can give 2 decimal place. So right click, format cell, number, decimal place is 2. Okay, done. Okay, now next one, this one is capacity. Here also up to this part, discount rate, because here no value is there. Right click, format cell, it should be number 2 decimal place. Okay, done. Next one, this one is unit price, so it should be up to this one, it should be euro sign and 2 decimal place. So right click, format cell, currency, any kind of euro sign you can give. This euro sign 2 decimal place, right? This one also up to this. Right click, format cell, currency, it should be euro sign, any kind of euro sign 2 decimal place, right? Done. Now next one, save your spreadsheet, print the entire spreadsheet showing the values. Okay, please note, you will not yet have entered data into the invoice. Okay, so they are asking to showing the value, and even they are asking you did not input any data. Okay, so why I inputted data earlier time? For checking my formula. So what I will do, I will delete this one and delete this one also. Now it will not show you the error also, even the value also. Got it? Now they are asking to print this one. So what they are asking, check, make sure that print fit on a single page content of all the cell are fully visible with no split words, grid line are displayed, row and column heading are displayed. So how to print? Just click on file, print, as they mentioned, row and column heading should be displayed, so you have to go to page setup, go to sheet, grid line, row and column heading. Okay, it will be look like this. Everything is coming properly, right? Your name, center number, candidate number also there. Perfect. So you can just print it. So everything like 0 and oh, here one column is not visible. Did you see that? So what you can do here, you can make it little bit 90%. Now everything is visible. Check, everything is visible, percentage also. Done. So next part, printout is done. Printout is showing the formula. So now you have to print it showing the formula. So go to formula, showing the formula. Please check, it should be landscape, I think. Yes, it is in the landscape orientation. Row and column heading are displayed. The content of all the cell are fully visible. So what you will do, first page layout, orientation, it should be landscape, and then go to formula and show formula and block whole thing. Double click between two columns. Oh, now you have to just print it. So file, click outside, file, print. It is coming in 3 ways. Row and column head is visible. Everything is visible, just you have to print it. They did not mention that it should not come in multiple page. Okay, see the question paper, they did not mention like that. Row and column heading are displayed, the content of all cell are fully visible. Okay, done. Now next one, before this invoice will be used, it need to be tested. Test 1 will use normal data including the item SSD1. Okay, test number, test 1. In your evidence document, edit the evidence 1 table to look like this. So test 1, normal data SSD1. So here you have to give some data, item of the test data. So number of item you have to give, and which cell number you have to give this one. Okay, so now what you will do, you have to open that evidence document. So you have to write here test 1, test 1. Then you have to write test type normal, abnormal, extreme, right? SSD1, and item of test data. So how many item? If you check the check this one, so show, come with previous format, show formula, click here. Now it will not show you any formula. Okay, now check. Product code. No, it should be like this. Okay, now next one, what they're asking, SSD1. So you have to write down product code SSD1 and number of item you will write down 10. Okay, because why I'm writing 10, I will get some 10 or 20, you can write anything, so that my calculated value will be easy to check. Okay, so now what you have to write in the evidence document SSD1, it should be 10, number of item will be 10. And what is the cell address of SSD1? Check cell address of SSD1 A12. So cell address of SSD1 A, capital A, 12. And the cell address of this 10, what is the cell address of this 10? I think B12. So 10 will be B12. So it will be B12. Why it is selected as it is the first, as is the first data in the Excel workbook. And why it is selected for B12? As it is easy to calculate. Easy to calculate for verifying or for checking the calculation, for checking the calculation manually. Okay, now next one, expected outcome in G12. Expected outcome in the question paper, first product of the data source, G12. You have to write down here G12, right? Yeah, G12. So what will be the result? That means you have to so how you did calculation. So if you check this one, what result you got? 840. So 10 into, so this is your 10 number of item, and unit price 84. 10 into 84, so you have to give 840. So what you can do, you can just copy this value, Control C, and put it here, Control V, 840. Okay, done. Now next part of this question. So these are the things you have to read. Whatever I did, they explain it here. Evidence, edit in your complete the edit and complete the evidence, that is done. Now enter the address as shown. Format is look like this. So you have to write down the address and enter the item of invoice. You have to just put two items, SSD 8, SSD 34. Then just you have to print only A1 to G6. This thing you can do yourself. Okay. So if you have any doubt in any part, please ask me in the question. Ask me question in my class. Thank you, boys and girls.